If you are a creator and you've even been thinking about all the things about content, about courses and community, this video is for you. I am diving deep into the ultimate marketing flow for creators with 5 steps. So let's create it. So step 1 is the foundation with brands, platforms. And step 2 is automation and AI. Step 3, we're diving into the multi-platform content flow where you pick your primary platform. Step 4 is monetization. This is where you turn content into cash. Step 5 is optimization and analyzing and scaling step by step. And I'll even be talking about and showing examples of a day in the life. So step 1, with your brand foundation, you want to think about your primary content. So is it YouTube? Is it Instagram? Is it your blog? Is it your podcast? And for me, I'm constantly thinking about what's best and constantly thinking about what gets results. So this is an example literally in ChatGPT where you can see thinking about things like your courses, your memberships, digital products and templates. You definitely want to check out my marketplaces video, blog, and podcast episode. And then coaching and services, brand deals and partnerships. And absolutely check out my blog, my podcast, and my YouTube video on how to get brand deals and my sample templates. So speaking of sample templates, this is a behind the scenes look in my ClickUp dashboard and my creator to cash template. And you can see everything is completely lined out with the financial forecast, with planning out your $70 offer, $140 offer, all the way to a $7,000 offer. And I also dive deep into the promotional plan. And let me show you the dashboard. And that goes into... So for me, before I even think about delegating things to a VA, and I've done this for years, and this is behind the scenes of my ChatGPT, I always think of tech. So I was a huge proponent and jumped on ChatGPT over a year ago, and it's literally become my business bestie. You can see marketing flow, you can see time tracking, financial flow, social strategy. So I dive into ChatGPT. I also use incredible tools like Opus. Whether it's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, it's so easy to get lost in translation. And some creators right away, they max out and they see crazy results on one platform. In comparison, there's other creators like me that love to test and strategize and are exploring different platforms. So how do you maximize your time? At the same time, I recognize the power of short form video, whether it's Instagram, whether it's TikToks, YouTube Shorts. And oftentimes I'm now testing that component first before I create a long form video. And alongside every single piece, there's automation, there's ChatGPT, and every single step I'm conscious of sharing. So for example, once a blog post is created, automatically my next step is creating an email. So people, when they meet me, they think automatically I'm extroverted a lot of times because I get very passionate about things. But I'm actually heavily introverted and love my alone time and was an only child for almost 7 years. And I tend to oftentimes love to script and create a blog first because it helps me get my thoughts organized. And when ChatGPT was created, I started using ChatGPT massively. And from there, I create video scripts. So you can see that here where I will, and this is my current flow, you guys, because depending on when you would have talked to me, some of these pieces did not exist. So the blog will then generate and create from that, a video script for YouTube. And then that's repurposed for a podcast. And before I would do a voiceover on the podcast first. And I figured out like, oh my God, I'm not creating or maximizing YouTube as much as I should and I'm testing other AI tips, tools, and tech right now too. And then I'm always mindful then of, okay, what do I want to then hand off to a VA? And then what can I create or eliminate with tech first, like with ChatGPT or some amazing tools like Repurpose.io. And if you're not part of my creator circle, I share over 75 tips, tools, and tech there from a number of different directions in faith, wellness, marketing, business. So I am both hugely creative, but then I am also very, very
Wow.
analytical. And I believe every creator and every creator to CEO, these are leadership skills that we get to develop. So these are literally dashboards that I created in ClickUp. And you can see workloads. It ties to every single template and everything I have, including creator brand opportunities, which ties to my CRM, my pipelines, and more. To dive deep into the 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days, which you also want to check out. And that's the template that I showed you the preview of. So here's where you want to think about courses and digital products so you can share and sell them on platforms like Shopify. I just launched my Creator Bestie shop on Shopify this month. On platforms like Gumroad, like Etsy, like Kajabi. I've been using Kajabi now for over 5 years, like Stan Store, retreats and events. So sharing and selling them on platforms, on marketplaces, on email, on social media, and repurposing them, like I talked about. And then brand partnerships and sponsorships. So this is where we get into tech and tools like Apollo.io, or using an AI that automates the outreach, or using a VA. And I track that in my creator CRM in a ClickUp as well. So those are some of the ways that you can reach out, you can track. I also share you guys every single month 6 to 8 figure opportunities on and in my creator circle. And if you want more videos on where I find the 6 to 8 figure opportunities for creators, for CMOs, for CFOs, for social media managers, for influencer management, definitely let me know. Drop some comments and feedback below. And then creating smarter and not harder, part of that is also repurposing, like we talked about, but also using ads. Like I'm testing Instagram ads at really low budgets this year and seeing results too, like already over a 15% click-through rate. And then step 5, which is the last but not least, because I am doing this more and more mindfully, like I did in corporate years ago as a CPA, as a chief audit exec, as an analyst, is you want to optimize. You want to analyze and scale. You want to track your numbers. Are you hitting your KPIs every single week? Meaning, are you taking the actions? Are you enjoying the process? So my actions this week included pitching brands and reaching certain numbers, quantity of proposals, and revenue dollars in proposals, and then estimating the conversions. It involves tracking my Google Analytics. It involves tracking, did I create the video? Did I create the emails? Are my emails scheduled out a week, a month, etc.? And then are my finances in order more and more and more? Did I update QuickBooks? Did I research ways to delegate to a virtual CFO? Because the thing is, you guys, every single thing is a win. Like track your wins and celebrate your wins. And then I'm such a nerd. I track everything and ask ChatGPT, my business bestie, more and more and more. Compare my time this week to last week. Compare how I'm creating wealth this week to last week. Compare how I'm managing wealth, managing money this week to last week, more and more and more. And I'll show you some behind the scenes. But before we get into that, I want to share with you some goodies, which you can also click in the blog in the behind the scenes and dive into, again, my creator circle, the what my checklist looks like, which includes pitching brands weekly, writing emails and blogs, any follow-up, sending a proposal, etc., creating and sharing templates on platforms, and social media and engagement. And then what can be automated, what can be done with automation and or AI, what can be delegated, what's the next step in each of those areas. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that's Mondays typically, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays are typically batch content creation now, like creating shorts, like creating a video like this, and then edits, and then also figuring out how to automate and delegate and get better and better and better. Wednesdays are typically following up on emails, following up on any automation, delegation, diving into follow up on emails. And then Thursdays into Fridays, I am assessing, and then often into Saturdays and or late Sundays as well. So if you love this and you're loving this, hit that subscribe button wherever it is over here. Hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a thing. definitely dive deep into my creator circle, which is completely free with 75 tips, tools, and tech. Then check out my creator bundles, my templates, and creator school, and let's create it.